Hello. Hello. I thought we'd have a little chat. No, I thought we'd have a long chat. So go and make yourself a Slurpee and come back if you want to. I am having Asda Cherry Coke, no sugar. Very nice. Now it does make me a bit windy, but I'm sure we can put up with that. So yeah, if you've made yourself a Slurpee and you're back, are you sitting comfortably? So I woke up this morning to a sky that changed too quickly for my liking. It was pink. When I woke up, it was a colour of pink that you couldn't really paint. I don't know what they call it. Not puce, is it? I don't know. Anyway, it was stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And I just kind of witnessed it and thought, wow, you know, so blessed. Anyway, I thought, well, you know, I must pop the kettle on. You get into this routine. It's like muscle memory. You know, of the morning, you get up and you do this and you do that. You don't think what you're doing, but before too long, somehow you've made a Slurpee and, you know, those sort of things happen, don't they, around you, really. You're not very conscious, really. So I popped the kettle on and what have you, and then as I was making it, I thought, oh, I could film this just for a second, you know. And I looked out and the pink had changed already to like a pinky orange, more orangey pink actually. So I came in, I got the camera and I went out and it had changed just in seconds to a more kind of muted orangey colour, but very nice, you know, with a bit of blue sky. And I took the camera outside and I pointed it and I thought, well, that don't look very vibrant through there. And it was already yellowy blue, yellowy orangey blue, still very nice, I suppose. But I'd lost, in 5 minutes, I'd lost the colour that I wanted you to see. So you'll have to pretend that you saw it or something. I've got a painting called Aora, something like that. Aora. It's really the Aurora Borealis or whatever. It's the Northern Lights. My interpretation, though, of the Northern Lights. Spitting. So, yeah, you'll see that tomorrow. Well, as I'm making this, it is tomorrow. I think it's Thursday the 6th that comes up on my eBay. But if you subscribed or whatever to Ishi Art, then it's over there. I make a video over there. Normally, well, I can't say weekly. I make a video when a painting pops up. Okay, so you can always go over to Ishi Art and you see a bit of a better version. But anyway, so I'll show you that now. Okay, this is what I woke up to. Wow, take a look at this. So I have a painting called Aora. It's coming up on Thursday the 6th. And this guy has just reminded me to tell you. Thursday the 6th. So there you go. Aurora on Thursday the 6th. That's what I woke up to. That beautiful sky. But it was better. Anyway, that's that. I have just about finished the bathroom. I know. It's been going on, hasn't it, really? When I say just about, I've got a few little, what would they call these? Little flashes, little, what they are. They're little bits of vinyl or plastic with a little sticky something on the back, and you peel them off of a piece of card and you get them stuck all over you. The idea is that I stick them to various places within the bathroom and they just glint, just sparkle a little bit, like diamonds. They just sparkle. I don't even need to do it. If I get fed up of doing it, then I will stop, and the bathroom will be complete. Apart from, I do have, I think, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 little crows about 1 inch, and I want to dot them around. Mostly it's on the tiles. I can't think of anywhere else. But I might put them on my front door. Who knows? So basically the bathroom is finished. I have to tell myself it's finished, otherwise I'll go on and go on. What isn't done isn't done. Do you know, everything's done really, and it's still a pleasure to go in there. It still makes me laugh. So anyway, I'll show you that now. Just the hangings that I did yesterday. Okay, so they're now complete. So we'll have a quick look at that now. Look at these. I know, ridiculous, but I love them. So I have a tattoo on my neck and it says too much but never enough, and I think that kind of exemplifies this. I just can't stop myself, but I have stopped now. I'm not sure how many I've got. 40, 50, what do you reckon? Don't know. Anyway, it's all good fun. It's kind of good fun anyway. It's I know, a little bit crazy, but I do love them. I really do love them, actually. Little things, please little minds, that's what they say. Like I say, it makes me chuckle every single time I go in the bathroom. There's always something new to see, even though I know what's in there because I've put it in there, but I've put it in there over the last couple of months. So I've kind of forgotten some stuff. And I can be in there sitting down and look and think, what's that? Oh, Christ, look at that. You know, whatever. It just makes me chuckle. And it is ridiculous. I had to have a guy here to do a little job, and I said, if you need me, just give me a shout. I said, do you want a drink or anything? He said, tea please, milk and 2 sugars. I said, all right, mate. I said, just give us a shout if you need anything. Anyway, about an hour later, he said, mate, could I use your toilet please? I said, yeah, of course. I said, it's just down there. And I never thought about what my bathroom might look like to other people. And I'll be honest with you, cover your ears, it might be a swear word. He went in there and he said, fuck me. And I suddenly realised, and I sat here and I laughed and he was laughing in there. Anyway, he obviously had his wee and washed his hands, and then he laughed again. And he came to me and he said, mate, he said, I've never seen a bathroom like that in my life. He said, it's ridiculous. He said, it's great, but it's absolutely ridiculous. I said, I know it is. I said, I couldn't stop myself. And he said, thank Christ you haven't. He said, it's absolutely fantastic. He said, it's so unique. He said, I couldn't help but chuckle away when I was in there. He said, I didn't want to come out. And I said, we'll go back in there. He said, no. He said, if I go in there, I won't come out. He said, there's so much to look at and read and be with. And I said, well, that's the whole thing, is to be with the stuff, to experience the stuff. Because most of us have a very clinical white bathroom, a white suite, don't we, with white tiles, white ceiling, and probably a, I don't know, whatever, flooring. You know, you got a vinyl floor. We used to call it lino, didn't we, as kids? But anyway, you got this vinyl floor, and I think most people go for some drab colour, some sort of oatmeal fleck, some blue, a little bit of a flick, maybe some sort of semi-tiles of sort of light green. And it's all very muted and bland, which is fine. That's how bathrooms are, and mine was exactly the same. But yeah, it was funny. I never thought, when somebody says, could you use your toilet? Yeah, you know, I didn't really think about what he might kind of experience as he went in there. But he was pleased. I think he was... I don't think he'll do it to his own. I don't think anybody would see my bathroom and think, oh, that's a great idea. I must take those ideas home and do exactly the same. I can't see that happening. But you do whatever you do for you, don't you? And sometimes we need to do these silly, crazy little things. I do anyway, because it gives me a lift, it gives me a boost, and it gets me through whatever. And I think what's happened really, just being honest, is winter has dragged on and dragged on. My mood got very low at one stage, really quite low. And I do worry then quite where I'm going to go in my mind. So I just had the idea one day just to put some tiles, stickers they were, put some like tile stickers on the tiles. And I thought, just dot it around, and then it led to what it's led to. But it helped through the depression, and it gave me a focus, it gave me something to think of. It did make me smile. My neighbour said, oh, could I come round and see your bathroom? And because she, you know, I said to her, I'm busy in the bathroom and what have you. And she walked in, she laughed, and she said, my God, you know. Anyway, it was just a laugh, and it lifted my spirits, and it still does to this day. So it's all good. What else can I tell you? I had a lot of bloods taken. Oh, I'll tell you that in a minute. Let's talk about Trump, shall we? Trump and Zelensky and Starmer. While we're talking, there will be the odd photo or the odd meme, whatever you want to call it, or the odd thing will pop up, if it hasn't already. So I've seen obviously on Facebook initially, people were talking about, some people were saying Trump was really nasty and bully. He bullied this poor little Zelensky. And then other people were saying the other way round, that Zelensky was rude and ignorant and arrogant towards Trump. And I couldn't care less either way. You know, this is what I'm like, really. But anyway, I was on YouTube and I had a look, and there's loads of videos of it. They're about 2.5 minutes. And you see Trump and, is it Vance? Somebody called Vance or whatever. I don't know who he is. But anyway, he was saying, you haven't even said thank you to us or something. I don't know. And Trump was saying, yeah, you know, you don't have the cards we do. You're rubbish, kind of thing. And that 2.5 minutes, I think, makes Trump look like an arsehole. I mean, he's an arsehole anyway. I think all politicians are. You know what I'm like. But then there is a longer, much longer version. I sat and watched the longer version to try to work out where all this was coming from. It seemed like a vitriolic, kind of like a hatred or whatever towards Zelensky for some reason. Anyway, it turns out that why Zelensky was there was to sign a deal. 500 billion America was going to give him. 500 billion to allow Americans in there, into Ukraine, close to the Russia border. So that would help to stop the war. To take some minerals and different bits and bobs and what have you out of this soil. I don't know whether they've got oil, whether they've got natural gas, whether they've got diamonds. Who knows? I don't know what they've got. But anyway, that was the deal. As far as I can see, the deal was sort of more or less done and dusted. And that was the reason for Zelensky's visit, was to sign the deal. But also, while he was going to be signing the minerals deal or whatever it's called, he was going to sign to say that he's happy to have a peace, to have a ceasefire, and obviously have peace talks. And Trump has contacted Putin. Putin has said the same. So it's going to be the end of the war. So that's fine. That's brilliant. So that was Zelensky's reason for coming over. So the longer version was Zelensky saying that peace is important to them, with the backing of America, all the security that American can put in place. And American didn't say that. They were going to sign the minerals thing. And Zelensky said it again and again and again. I will sign for this as long as America does, the security for us forevermore. And, to stop Putin ever coming onto their soil again, America's got to step up. And that was what wound Trump up. Trump, for about half an hour, was quiet. And then he said, look, it's not what we've agreed, So really, I think Zelensky was wrong, and I think he came over on false pretenses. He was supposed to come over and sign the deal, and he was supposed to say there will be a ceasefire. I want peace. He doesn't really want peace, not really. That's how it seems. I'm not saying that Trump and Vance were right in the way they spoke to him. I think they did bully him. I think it was nasty of them, really, and I think things should have been done behind closed doors. But why they were talking in front of the press, I don't know. I'm not overly interested. But it is what it is. I mean, Zelensky was in the wrong, and I think Trump was in the wrong. So that's it, as far as I'm concerned. They're all a load of arseholes, the whole lot. You know what I'm like with politics. They're all arseholes. I don't have an allegiance to anyone. None. So the proof that Zelensky doesn't want peace is he left Trump, came over to the UK and got another £2 billion off us. We don't have £2 billion to talk peace. Apparently we're giving the Ukraine, we're giving them $3 billion per year for 100 years. Is that right? It's absolutely ridiculous. I think, and I've said this before, that we should just stop funding the war. If you stop funding the war, that twists Zelensky's arm, and he hasn't got any men. He's got no army anyway. He would then go into the peace talks. But all the time we fund him, that means we're killing more children. And they are children. They're 16, 17, 18 years of age. We're killing people. By allowing this war, we kill people, whether they be Ukraine or Russian, whatever, we're killing people, and especially we're killing young kids. Now, what they're doing in Ukraine, this is bloody awful, because they've got nobody to fight. If they see a young kid on the street, 15, 16, 17, they grab them, the army grab them, and they're now in the army. That's it. And they have very minimal training, and they're killed. I disagree with war. I disagree with everything to do with war. I know it's all about money, and I know a lot of people have made a lot of money off this. And I know that Starmer would like the war to go on forever, because obviously he will have shares, won't he, in Lockheed Martin probably, and in BAE Systems and all the rest of it. He'll probably make multi-millions out of it. But we need to talk peace. We need to think about kids that are dying. It doesn't matter about money. It doesn't matter who's getting rich. Enough is enough. We need to move on from that. That's my personal feelings anyway. They've got to do whatever they do. So anyway, that's my personal feelings on it. I mean, take it or leave it. I don't bloody care. So yeah, I went to the doctors about this ME, which is still with me. But never mind, you know. Today is a much better day than... Yesterday was a good day. Today is a good day. But 3 days ago was a really bad day. I could hardly get out of bed. I was that tired, and I felt quite sick again with it. I hate feeling like that, but that seems to be the norm. I got a headache 3 days ago, and I got up and I was so tired. I went back to bed, and then I got out of bed and I sat here and I was feeling sick, and I thought, oh, I haven't eaten anything. Maybe that's why I feel sick. But then the thought of food... So I sat here and I fell asleep here, and I woke up and my bloody neck was all aching, so I went back to bed. It was a rubbish day, but anyway, yesterday was a good day and today is a pretty good day. So I had a lot of bloods taken. I'm quite amazed how much blood. One of them I've never seen before. They do these, are they called vials or whatever? Blood tubes, little things. They fill it up. Quite a lot of blood really, I suppose. But anyway, they did like 4 of them. And then she got this long one out and had to fill that in. She said, I'm sorry about this. She said, but I've got to fill this right up. And I said, well, it is what it is. And she said, how are you feeling? Are you feeling all right? And I said, yeah, I'm all right, you know. And she said, when you get home, have a nice hot sweet tea. Well, I don't do sweet, and I do sweet, like in bloody chocolate or cake. Glorious, I tells you, but not in hot drinks. I don't have sugar in drinks. So yeah, she said a hot sweet tea and a few biscuits or whatever. She said, you'll need it. And I said, well, I never do. And she said, well, I know, but we've taken a lot of blood this time, you know, so please do that. Anyway, I thought, yeah, I will do that. So I came back, I had me Slurpee, no sugar in it, I don't like that, but I had 2 or 3 biscuits. I think I had a bag of crisps and then 2 or 3 biscuits. And then Bodie was pestering me to play ball, so the day just continued as normal, so I was absolutely fine. But, no, start again, bro. But the National Health, we know, are on their knees. We know it's not very good, and we know they don't really care. It's horrible, isn't it? The bloods went off. She said it'd be 2 to 3 days. So after 4 days, I went on, because I can go on my doctor's thing and I can look at my records, and all the blood tests are back. Now, I don't know what I'm looking at. So it says, I don't know what it says, but anyway, it says stuff. And then my doctor has looked at it and says, all okay, no further action. So that's great. Then the next section, it says whatever it says, and my doctor says no further action. Then another one, and the doctor had put within range, so no further action. And all of them were something or other, no further action, no further action. There was about 9 or 10 different sections to this thing. So that's all well and good. So I'm expecting a phone call so that we can discuss the bloods, see if there is anything to be concerned about or anything they can try or do or whatever. But also to discuss, where do I go from here? What more can I do? Can I do anything? Is there anything that I could do? And I've heard nothing. And it's been weeks, 2 weeks, maybe 3 now. It's so poor, you know, so I'll have to contact them. I'll leave it probably, I don't know, whenever. Well, I'll leave it till next week, and I'll contact them and I'll say, you know, It's now been a month or whatever it's been. I haven't heard anything. Can you please phone me? You know, we shouldn't be doing this. It's demoralising, really. You feel just like, well, you are a number. You know, I've got a national health number. That's all they're interested in. That's the number and that's that. I'm probably a bloody pain to them because they haven't diagnosed me with this ME. They said it's highly likely that that's what I've got. Well, of course I've got it because, you know, if you look at the symptoms and everything, I've got every last symptoms, not one or two, but every single bit says that I've got ME. And whether I've got it forever, whether I've got it for now or for a year, I don't know. Anyway, that's all a lot of rubbish, isn't it? So that will sort itself out. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. I've got a red nose. Oh, I've got a bit of a red nose. I was out yesterday and it's a glorious day. Beautiful. Sunshine. Can you believe that? Bit of sunshine. So apart from that, I haven't done a lot. I bought a couple of new box sets, different people. I'll show you them at some other stage. And while we're on the subject of music, thank you very much. I put a video up saying about Neil Young. I'd got into Neil Young and I really loved 3 or 4 of his albums. And I said, what next? You know, what can I listen to? Any Neil Young fans out there? And about, I think, 6 people all said, you know, yeah, Bri, you know, Neil Young, he's great. Try this and try that and listen to this and see what you think about this one. Or this is a must, you know. So thank you, all of you, to the 5 or 6 people, whatever it was, who gave me some info. I did listen to you, and I've listened to the albums, and I've bought on your say-so some of the albums. I think most of the albums that you suggested I've bought now. And I love them all to different degrees. There's 1 or 2 of his albums that are a bit not iffy. I don't know. Sometimes they don't work. They're good, but you just put them aside, don't you? You listen in a week or 2 or whenever, and they're much better then sometimes. So it's just being in the right mood, right frame of mind, whatever. Because sometimes you can do things, you're busy doing other things maybe, or something happens and you don't pay too much attention. Before too long, it's over. You've got half a dozen albums to listen to and you think, well, you know, that was kind of okay, I won't listen to it again for now. Whereas, I mean, I bought this one. This is Portishead, and this is live. I don't know if you can see that on there, probably not, but anyway. So Portishead live. I love Portishead. I got everything by Portishead, everything by Beth Gibbons, everything by Rustin Man. So it's all to do with Portishead. If they do anything, or Beth does anything, I buy it straight away. So yeah, I bought this and I played this probably 5 times so far. Even though I've got other albums to listen to, I will listen to this again and again and again. And I'll put it away, and this will be back out in a week or 2, and I'll play it again for a day or 2 because I love it. So yeah, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Appreciate your input. It's all very nice of you. So we're going to make a move now. I am hoping Thursday is tomorrow. Yeah, that's right, the 6th. So yeah, that painting is up tomorrow. Or Iora, I can't say it. You can please yourself. A, it begins with Iora. We're hoping to go to some woods somewhere tomorrow. The way that I have to do things now, there's a couple of different ways, but this ME or potential ME or whatever, I never know how well I'm going to sleep at night, and some nights I have terrible night's sleep, even though I'm absolutely exhausted. I think what it is, I'm just so tired most of the time that even when I go to bed, I'm kind of too tired. I've never felt like it before, and I lay there and I'm awake for hours, and I get up and I wander about, and I might go back to bed early hours of the morning or whatever. So it very much depends on how I've slept, although I'm not overly worried about that, but it just depends on what energy I've got. So hopefully I've got some energy tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed early-ish tonight and try to have a good night's sleep. I've got a couple of new to me albums called Marconi Union. So beautiful. So beautiful to listen to at night. And I've got one in particular that I put on last night and I thought, wow, this is beyond beautiful. It's so gentle and peaceful and calm. Marconi Union, that's the name of the band. And what did I put on last night? I had Signals on first of all, and this album is called something like Beautiful Frequency. I think it's called Beautiful anyway. Marconi Union is the name of the band. The album is like Beautiful Frequencies or something like that. Don't know. But I played it twice last night, all the way through, and I loved it. So that's what I'll be listening to tonight. Not that you care. So if I've had a reasonable night's sleep and I've got energy, then we go out tomorrow morning. If not, Friday is looking good really for the rest of the week. A little bit chilly but sunny. So we will be going out somewhere over the next day or two. I'll make another video there and then. So we'll see that in about a week probably. Anyway, we're doing well. Doing as well as we can possibly do. I am tired. I am very drained most of the time. But it is what it is. It just is what it is. I can't really do a lot about it. What else can I tell you? No, I don't know really. I haven't done a lot. Oh, I may be going away for a few days. I've got a friend in need. So next week, Thursday and Friday, or the week after Thursday and Friday. So I'll be away Wednesday, Thursday and Friday on both of those days. Not both of those weekends, but one weekend, or one of his weekends. He's still at work. So, but yeah, he's had some really bad times and anyway, whatever, so I may not be about for a week really. Apart from that, I think we're doing okay, much as we possibly can, but tomorrow is going to be, if I get to the woods, it'll be absolutely glorious, and I will smile. I will sit on a bench or somewhere and just smile. One last thing, I sold a number of books and 2 or 3 paintings in the last couple of weeks. If you want to, if they're any good, they might be crap. If you've enjoyed getting a painting from me or you've enjoyed getting a book from me, please leave the feedback on eBay. I'd really appreciate that. It seems that nobody's left any feedback for quite some time. But if not, if the books are rubbish or if the painting is rubbish, don't bloody bother. So we're going to go, I think, and play BALL, and then I think I'm going to go back to bed and see if I can get an hour and carry on with our day. Go to bed early tonight, and hopefully tomorrow will see us under the green, because we are entering spring. These trees around me and what have you, I can just see most of them are waking up, if they're not even fully awake. They're beautiful. So we need to be in that beauty. Thank you for listening. I know it's a long one, but we've had a slurpee, we've had a little chat, haven't we? That'll do. And we've seen probably a few silly pictures and stuff like that have popped up. So it's all good fun. Take care. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And wherever you go with all your heart. Really, go with all your heart. If we spread a bit of love and a bit of peace around the world, it's got to be better than what's going on. All this stuff, this politics stuff, all this crap that's going on, we don't need it actually, do we? We can sidestep it and spend some time out in nature if we can. But whatever, love each other, love yourself, love each other, and spread a bit of happiness, a bit of kindness, a bit of joy, a bit of love. Be a nice world then. And we can let them politicians do what the fuck they want to do. Let them do what they like. And we'll say, yeah, all right then. And we're spreading love and peace and joy and harmony and happiness. We're caring about each other. We're having a laugh. We're having a hug. We're shaking somebody's hand. You have a chat in the woods with somebody. You laugh at your dog. And you look at the politicians. And you just shake your head and go, you arsehole. That's all we got to do. So basically try not to be affected by all this stuff. It is a concern, it is a worry, but try not to be affected, because unless it actually happens, then it's not real. It's words. It's just nonsense. So try not to be affected with things. Live your life for you. Smile, spread love, spread happiness, and live your life in peace. Take care then, and be well. Ta-ra.